Alright guys, so both versions of Dokkan are in a little bit of a lull right now, because Global got tech hit, like the 23rd of December, sometime around there, and then JP got the movie characters, Blue Gogeta and Physical Broly, sometime in that same time frame. I believe on the 26th they dropped. So for both versions, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a Dokkan Fest unit, and of course, Dokkan Fest exclusive banners and events, those are what really drive Dokkan. So we're in a bit of a dry period. Global should be getting some info very, very soon, like literally today or tomorrow, to confirm what the next banner is. Very likely to be SCR Super Buu. JP is still going to have to wait a couple of weeks, but, it is for the 4-year anniversary, so that will be very hype. So in the meantime, while we're kind of in a bit of a lull, there are some characters I didn't get a chance to awaken. Some free-to-play units I was able to get with keys, which I've never done videos on, which I want to, even though they're kind of, low-tier free-to-play units. Still, I enjoy stuff like the KAROLY units and the baseball Yamcha stuff. Plus a couple of the fusion units that I never had a chance to pull until the banner returned with Int Janemba's EZ8. And so now I actually want to go ahead and awaken and, kind of take a look at these units. So today we're going to look at KAROLY, right? Now, I gave some thought to possibly rainbowing KAROLY, but I decided not to do it. I'm going to hold out. I would kind of like to rainbow him, because it's a cool fusion. A fusion of Goku and Broly really should be a lot better than what this card actually is. But the main reason I decided not to rainbow him is because he's only on the one category, the fusion team. If KAROLY was on other categories besides just fusion, like if he was also on, I don't know, pure Saiyan or something like that, I probably would give him the Rainbow Star. But since he's just a fusion unit, I decided not to. So let me go ahead and level this guy up, and then we'll hop into an event and we'll kind of test out how solid he can be. Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and hop into an event, of course on the Movie Hero / Fusion category team. That is where we're going to be using KAROLY. I guess it is kind of a good thing KAROLY did get, well, I was going to say maybe a slight buff from being on, this dual category team that Blue Gogeta now has. But then again, Pandel was already a fusion category ally, so, it's not really any addition, really being on the Blue Gogeta team, because LR Gogeta also gave 170% to attack, just like Blue Gogeta does. Now, I have done a video on KAROLY before, so I know someone's gonna be like, wait a minute, you did a video on his before. Yes, I did. That was back when I went to E3 last June. I did a video on a bunch of rare units that I did not think would be returning to Dokkan. So, like, I did a video on KAROLY. I did a video on the fusion of Yamcha and Tien. That card has never returned. And what's funny, I did videos on the, what was the SCR Pikkon on Global and the Super Saiyan Kaioken on Goku. I did videos on those two units kind of wondering, like, oh, are these going to remain Global exclusive forever? And then literally the next day after I recorded those, I remember they were announced to come out on JP. That was so wild. Like, oh, great. These videos I recorded while I'm going to be away at E3 are pointless now. Awesome. Okay, so let's see where we got. KAROLY's going to come in this first rotation. I do want him to sort of be linked up with Pandel, but here's the thing. Our boy KAROLY, I don't have him at 100%. So it's not like we're doing like, oh, super serious damage tests to see what exactly, what numbers he can put out. Because, I don't even really have him rainbowed or anything like that. I do have him SA10. Even like the KAROLY units. Here's the thing. So I will be doing some videos soon on, one of the KAROLYs. There's a Kid Goku. There's also the baseball Yamcha. I actually did use Elder Kai's on the, like, baseball Yamcha and the KAROLY card. Because at this point, after the LR Trunks and my banner, I just have, like, hundreds of Kai's sitting there. And all of my units are SA10. So, like, I actually have to use them, like, or else my box is just, like, overflowing with hundreds of Kai's. So, I did use a couple of Kai's there. I actually did also use Elder Kai's for the recent EZAs we got. for, you know, the Coat Goku, the Super Saiyan Blue Coat Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Coat Vegeta. I actually just use Kais to get them from SA10 to SA15 rather than farm up a second copy. But again, that's just because I actually have like 200 plus Elder Kais sitting there. And like, so like there's a couple more Kais we could farm up, right? From like the 2 Kid Goku story events to get the LR Kid Goku. You know, you can get 3 Elder Kais per story event. And like, I find myself like, it's such a waste if I don't, it's easy farming to get those Elder Kais, but then I'm sitting here and it's like, well, I kind of have to use some of these as well, so I guess your boy is just going to go ahead and toss these towards some of these farmable units. Okay, so we have reached one of the main reasons why KAROLY doesn't get a lot of shine from me, and that he doesn't have Prepare for Battle, which hurts a lot, quite a bit. Now, he does have Shattering the Limit with the Coat Goku, so we will go ahead and rock them together. Here we'll be able to see what KAROLY is able to do at SA10, and I'll go ahead and slide Super Saiyan God Vegeta off rotation. But yeah, KAROLY, basically, his only P-links are the Saiyan lineage, Fuse Fighter, and Shattering the Limit. I mean, Fuse Fighter, sure, you know, you can get with some of the Gogetas, I guess, you know, that could be nice. But Shattering the Limit, obviously, is not going to be very great on this team. 53, that's a bit more than I was anticipating right there from Turles. So yeah, KAROLY, not great defensively. He does have a rare chance to stun. That always can be useful for difficult modes. But, I don't know, unfortunately, I just don't really find that this KAROLY is going to be too much of an option, right, in a lot of modes like that. Although, again, it is cool when you get the like units that do have a chance to stun, because they really can be like hidden gems when we're talking about like Super Battle Road, which like a stun really is the difference between life and death on Super Battle Road, or, you know, using a really, really top tier item you don't want to use. So that's really important to consider when thinking about Super Battle Road. So, I mean, but I don't know if just his rare chance to stun, that's not really enough for him to, you know, hop into that Super Battle Road stage. Because I do kind of feel like the fusion category now has just such top tier, heavy, hard hitters, right? You really don't need to kind of bring like weaker versions, right? I'm actually, I'm tempted to use an item here, but we should be good. Because we're only at 350,000 health, because I didn't really bring, like, you know, top tier A1 options here. I wanted to, you know, try and give some other units who I don't usually use, like the STR Gotenks, a little bit of love. I do want to bring the Blue Goku. Oh, you know what other Blue Goku I have to rainbow, by the way, is the, wow, okay, yeah, KAROLY just gets hit so hard. But I want to rainbow the STR Super Saiyan Blue Goku, because he's kind of the other option for a unit that could be at like sort of as good as that AGL Blue Coat Goku right there. All right, so I don't think we're gonna finish this off right here, but it's possible. Blue Gogeta is, you know, if he gets a double super, Turles is done. And this is one thing I never really liked about this Turles event, by the way, is the fact that you can beat him before AGL Turles even comes out, and it's not hard to do that. Like, again, this is me. This is not like the A team, my A, you know, fusion movie team. This is not even my B team. This is like my C or D team, and we're still probably gonna take Turles out right here before he even transforms into AGL Turles. Like, it's really, really disgraceful for Turles that he just got taken down like that. But at the same time, that goes to show why Blue Gogeta is so damn powerful. So there we go. That Turles event is done before AGL Turles even comes out to play. Funny how that works out. Oh, no. Turles! Some of the Dokkan events this year were very disappointing, man. Android 17, easy. Or Android 17, whack. Turles, whack. Future Gohan, whack. All of those fuckers. When I say that, I mean just their Dokkan events are easy. Very, very easy. They're not long. There's not even really a difficult gimmick. It's just you use any team and you just destroy them. All right. Well, before we finish off real quick, let's go ahead and do a quick breakdown on the homie KAROLY. So this is Beyond Destiny KAROLY. His leader skill is Tech type attack and defense 70%. So obviously very, very old. Not really a useful leader skill at all. His super attack is the Gigantic Spirit Bomb, which certainly does look good, but that's about it. And that does supreme damage and has a rare chance to stun the enemy. His passive skill, Courageous Soul, is attack 80% at the start of turn. Again, you know, it's just because of how old he is, but if he was like attack and defense 80% at the start of turn, that would be very nice. His links are Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, Fuse Fighter, and Shouting the Limit. KAROLY, as far as I'm aware, KAROLY is the only unit in the game who awakens with only Dokkan Fest medals and still only has Shattering the Limit. Every other unit in the game that awakens with just Dokkan Fest medals gets Fierce Battle except for KAROLY. KAROLY got the ultimate shaft. There are units who awaken with Dokkan Fest medals and then another type of medal, and they end up getting Shattering the Limit. But KAROLY only awakens, as we saw in this video, with the original Broly event medals, the only one in the game who gets Shattering Limit after that. So huge, huge shaft for KAROLY here. His 12 key multiplier is 135%. That's actually not that bad, considering how old this guy is, to have that type of 12 key multiplier. And then, of course, he is on one category team, the Fusion category team. That's one thing that does kind of hurt him. I mean, I would like to see him on Pure Saiyans. To be honest, I feel like Gogeta and Vegito can be added to Pure Saiyan as well. It's not like these teams are starting to get so ridiculous now. It's not even like adding Gogeta or Vegito like really pushes them over the top. Like, yeah, I get it. You know, LR Vegito then added, you know, Tech Vegito Blue, LR Vegito Blue, you know, LR Super Gogeta. All those units really tip the balance towards Pure Saiyan being one of the best categories in the game. But, I mean, a fusion of Goku and Broly should be in the Pure Saiyan category, right? Like, a fusion of Goku and Vegeta should be in the Pure Saiyan category. It's just, it's very odd. I do think they should make some adjustments to some of these categories so that some of these units can actually be used, right? Or give, like, the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma card the damn movie hero category. You know, it is basically a movie card anyways. You know, some of those, the categories are just very, very obnoxious. But, alright guys, so this is the video on our boy KAROLY. He's okay, but I certainly wouldn't really recommend investing orbs or Kaizen into him. A lot of people are going to pull him, you know, from now on because of the fact that he is added to the general SSR pool already on JP. We don't have confirmation that he's in the general SSR pool yet on Global. He was, him and all the other Fusions cards were on that guaranteed LR banner, but I don't know if it's only going to be added to that. And then, you know, once Janemba EZA comes, then the Fusion units will be officially added back into the general SSR pool. I would say that's very likely, but we'll see what they end up doing there. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.